to show us what we know so far and where the investigation is heading into this mass shooting.
We heard from Salt Lake City Chief of Police Brian Redd, and in his about 15-minute-long press conference today, there were some details, but again, a lot of gaps, a lot of unanswered questions still. But here is what we know so far about this shooting. We know that nobody has been arrested just yet. Investigators have also not released a description of a suspect or a possible getaway vehicle. They tell us that of the people injured, there were 6 who were shot and survived. 1 has been released from the hospital. 5 others remain in the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Now, Chief Redd also said that police are at the hospital where those victims are located. However, the chief added that witnesses to the shooting have not been cooperative. He said this was a dispute by people who know each other who happened to be attending a memorial service. But when asked to clarify, he would not confirm if they were actually inside that service at that LDS meeting house. Now, here's his answer when he was asked to clarify further his remarks about an exchange of gunfire.
We believe there are more than, yes, we believe there was an exchange of gunfire.
People involved in the shooting said they knew each other. Were they all together at the viewing, at the funeral, or were there people coming from outside, or were they all together?
So that's what we're still looking into and investigating. Yeah, no additional updates on that right now.
You used the word exchange just now. Does that mean that some of the folks who were fired on serious weapon?
We're still looking into all of that. It was a very, complicated crime scene.
People were placed in handcuffs at that crime scene, although he said that they have not been arrested. The investigation, of course, is still active, and he asked the public if they have any video or any tips that might help investigators to give Salt Lake City police a call. And he added that's unlikely we'll hear from police again, another briefing, another update on their investigation today. But again, what we know so far, 2 people have died in this shooting, 6 injured, 5 remain in the hospital, 1 has been released, and nobody yet has been arrested or apprehended. Reporting in Salt Lake City, Sean Franke, Fox 13 News, Utah.
Here's what we know about where this shooting took place. The church building at 660 North Redwood Road is where 2 LDS wards meet, the Rose Park 5th Ward and Riverside 2nd Ward. Both wards are Tongan. The bishop for Rose Park 5th Ward tells Fox 13 News that last night's funeral was for a family from the Riverside 2nd Ward. He did not know the name of the deceased. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints released the following statement on last night's shooting, saying in part, quote, "We extend prayers for all who have been impacted by this tragedy and express deep concern that any sacred space intended for worship should be subjected to violence of any kind. We will continue to follow this story throughout the day and bring you the latest on air and online as it comes into our newsroom." For context, we have clarified that mass shootings are when 3 or more people have been shot. Utah has seen 6 mass shootings since 1945. Dubbed the Utah Prisoner of War Massacre on July 8, 1945 in Salina, 9 German prisoners of war were shot and killed and 19 others were wounded. In 1974, at a home audio store in Ogden known as the Hi-Fi Shop, 3 people were shot and killed and 2 others were injured, although other weapons were used as well. In 2007, a gunman shot and killed 6 bystanders at Trolley Square Mall. 3 others were wounded. In 2017, in a domestic dispute, one man rammed his truck into a vehicle and opened fire on the riders, killing 2 and himself. January 17, 2020, Colin Jeffrey Haney shot and killed his mother and 3 siblings and injured his father. Haney was sentenced to 5 sentences of 25 years to life in 2023. And in 2023, 42-year-old Michael Haight shot and killed his family and himself, resulting in 8 people dead.